Right, folks, me and the Junie are back. What it is, folks, this is a free one. This is a free one, ad-free. No hashtag ad, this is ad-free. What we thought is that we'd get itsy bitsy up here. Me and June are the 70s childs. Children of the 70s. Children of the 70s and probably a bit of the 80s as well. So what we thought we'd do, we'd go through YouTube and we found a journey through 70s British TV. Haven't we, June? So what we're going to do, we're going to go through the theme tunes of certain shows and we're going to just chat about them.
Yeah, what we can remember.
What we can remember. So, here we go.
This is, yeah, we've not looked at it.
We've not looked at it.
We know what the first one is.
We know what the first one is, yeah. It's 5 minutes. This will probably take us about 3 hours.
Although this first one, I wouldn't say we should have been watching it, really.
Oh, I did. Well, anyway.
I did. I'm not saying we should have been.
Let's go for it.
Go on then.
Let's go for it.
Go.
Are we going for it? We're going for it.
Go on.
More cupboard boys.
Shoe.
The Sweeney. Now then, folks, this was a 1970s cop police show with John Thor and Dennis Waterman sing the theme tune, wrote the theme tune, did something else with the theme tune, and it was just really good, weren't it?
Yeah, it was quite gritty, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good. There was no mobiles. No mobile phones in them days.
Hey, do you know what? I think that's why I liked Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes, because it was very similar to the Sweeney, wasn't it? And it was good because they didn't always get the bad guy.
They didn't always get the bad guy.
And Regan, played by John Thor, was always in the shit.
He was always in the shit, a bit like me. Always in the shit.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
That's what happens if you go up the Astor. I don't know what funny that line or you giggling.
Go on.
So yeah, that's what it were, folks. The Sweeney. Very, very good. If for some reason you're a 15, 16, 17-year-old person and you haven't seen the Sweeney, go on to ITV3 or is it ITV4? And they have it on most nights. It is one of the best ever TV programmes you'll ever watch. What are you doing? It's 5 minutes long.
Oh, right.
Real bread, but like
Nimble bread. I can't say I really had nimble bread. Did you used to eat nimble bread?
I can remember my mum having it when she was on some kind of fad, but it was shit. It was a bread that was half the calories, and it's supposed to help you. Was it linked to Weight Watchers or something like that? But the reason it was half the calories because it was half the bleeding size, wasn't it?
Yeah, it weren't no impressive, was it? Nimble. Nimble bread. Nimble bread. Bread. Right, nimble bread. It was delicious loaf. It's baked with wholemeal flour and malted whole grains.
Oh no, that's the new one. That's the modern one. Back then in the day, it was just white bread.
That's it.
Just white bread, and it was tiny. It was like that.
Yeah, very good. Right, next one then, Junie baby.
This looks like an ad.
Charlie and I were at the back when Vera and Dave came by and said, "Come along for a picnic." And I was going, but Charlie said, "Meow."
That's a cat.
He said, "I better tell Mum where I'm going." So we told him to wait while we went and asked.
So these were
public information films.
Public information films. They used to chuck these on during TV kids TV to basically warn them of the dirty bastards and the weirdos that are out there.
Yeah, there was. Ow! You squashed my foot.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah, they used to just sit still. You.
I was just doing that.
Well, don't. Stop it. Sit still.
You tell Ginny to put her feet on the floor.
Oh, do you know what? You're the biggest fidgeter. Yeah, they used to put these programmes out. This one was like a cartoon, wasn't it? and they warned you against the dangers of going off with strangers and stuff like that. They were quite good, the cartoon ones, but you had the other ones, didn't you, that used to scare you shitless.
Yeah, they used to have the bloke near the water.
Yeah,
and
it was like the Grim Reaper, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the ones near the silos when
the
on
grain
a farm.
silos,
Yeah, don't go near that or she'll fall in it and that.
Yeah,
and then they had one about don't leave your kids on their own while you're on holiday in Portugal.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, they had that. No, I don't think they did that one. That'd have been a fucking brilliant one.
No, but they were really good, weren't they? Quite hard hitting. But and there was the other one, the pylon, where the lad was.
That's not where you play British Bulldog and you'll jump on top of each other.
No, he climbed up the pylon, hadn't he? Got electrocuted.
Yeah, because he threw his frisbee or something up there.
He went to get his frisbee,
or his football or something. And then there was the one where we said don't. When you used to buy tyres in the old days, you used to have a cross tyre, didn't you?
A radial and a
something else.
Yeah.
And it said don't mix your tyres because back in the day there were no fucking real.
Yeah, it just did what you like, didn't you?
Yeah, it just did what you
like. You didn't even wear seatbelts, did you?
No. In fact, most cars didn't even fucking have seatbelts.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
You see, you lot have never lived.
And then I think it came in that you had them in the front seats, didn't you? But not in the back. And nobody wore them. I think it was in the 80s it came in compulsory.
I used to sit in the back seat, but obviously my dad sat there, my mum sat there, and I used to sit between them.
In between, yeah.
I would like to go to because that's how I wanted to.
You'd sit and look at the front, wouldn't you?
I used to love it. I used to love watching my dad driving that. It was brilliant. So if my dad ever smacked into it, I'd have gone straight through the fucking window.
Yeah, and babies, they weren't in baby seats.
No, babies weren't. No, they used to
sit or in a carry cot on the back seat, or they'd sit on the mum's knee.
On the fucking
seat, and they'd have a fag on, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, you lot are fucking laughing. It's just how it goes, right?
Yeah, but just Google public information from.
Yeah, Google Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, he's on one of them.
He's on them.
And Rolf.
Yeah, Rolf Harris. Yeah.
Milkman.
Yeah, these Charlie the Cat ones weren't too bad, were they?
When I had asked her and she'd said yes, the others had gone.
They'd gone. They'd fucking left him, look. They're not mates, are they?
Mum asked us why we hadn't gone, and when I told her, she said we'd been good for not going.
Been good, we'll give you a fudge.
Instead.
So that's it. Charlie gets a fish.
Charlie's the cat.
Said, always tell your mummy before you go off somewhere so she knows who you are with.
Yes. Next one, please. Next slide, please. You ain't got to touch it, sweetness. I do love you. You fucking
idiot. God!
Oh, we can't do that.
No. Anyway, it's Marmalade and the Robertsons.
Yeah, we're not doing that one. We'll just skip that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Camberwick Green.
Camberwick Green. Then we see that we've not seen this, and that just proved that. Then I nearly finished my own fucking channel. Then Camberwick Green.
Camberwick. It's Camberwick.
Camberwick. Well, it sounds better as Campbellwick.
That was bedspread, wasn't it? Or that Camberwick.
I don't know. By Gordon Murray. It's got some lad here, look, and he's just spinning this fucking thing around. Look. It's just fucking shit, isn't it? Hey.
What's this supposed to be?
Oh, I think it was part of the Trumpton and...
Here it is.
Here is a box.
Here is a box.
Is that
Peter Cunt? Brian Cunt.
But this box can hide a secret inside. Can you guess what is in it today?
Children's TV
presenter. TV, look, this is what it's about. And then something comes out the top, it all opens up. And then it would tell you a story about that person during its happy day. Is it some... Who is it going to be?
No, it's come out yet. Or this... Turn it round, I can't make it out.
It's Charlie Miller.
Windy Miller.
Windy Miller. Is it Windy Miller?
It's Mr. Dagenham the salesman.
It's Mr. Dagenham the salesman.
It looks like Windy Miller.
It does look like Windy Miller. He's a fucking ice cream man.
This is what happened one day when the ice cream...
Oh no, this is Tufty the squirrel.
Ice cream! And Tufty goes to find his mummy. Tufty always asks his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van.
Yes, he did.
But Willy Weasel has gone off to get an ice cream by himself.
What I want to know, where's his fucking mask? Willy Weasel, he steps out...
Willy Weasel.
Who?
Willy Weasel.
Willy Weasel, he steps out in front of a fucking Mark III Cortina.
Willy has been knocked down by a car. Now Willie has been hurt.
Oh.
And all because he didn't ask his mummy to go with him to the ice
No, he
cream
didn't.
van.
It's got fuck all to do with him asking his mum. He
When
just
you
didn't
want
look
to go
left
to the
and
ice
right.
cream van, always take mummy with
See,
you.
if he'd listened to the bloody Green Cross Code Man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Walker's oven baked.
Oh, well, that's it. Shall we find another one, June?
With up to 50% less fat.
It is.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, only 5 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, there's the public information.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll stop this video. We're going to have dinner and we'll come back in a minute and do some more of these. I hope you're enjoying them. Right, we're back, folks. We're not having dinner at the moment because it's not done. So we're going to carry on with this. Press play. 70's TV. Morecambe and Wise.
Everybody did that. Oh, Rainbow!
Up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone into the house. Oh, Grange Hill. Hold on. Grange. So we've got to have a chat about Rainbow, haven't we?
Yeah. Do you know what? I've got a confession to make. I think I watched that until I was about 12. Perhaps even older.
Who did you fancy?
Nobody.
Ginge, can you let our dog out, please? Well, you must have done. What?
No, I
Bungle?
didn't. I just used to watch it.
We've got a bloke at work, right? He's got a big beard, he's hairy. We call him Bungle.
Yeah.
And you don't like it, but we still call him Bungle.
Yeah,
Well, that go down as bullying.
Zippy, George, and Bungle, and there were 3.
Jeffrey, don't forget Jeffrey. Then there was Rod, Jane, and Freddie.
Hold on, I said that, didn't I? Oh, Jeffrey was Jeffrey, which was a normal person. Then you got Bungle, which was a bear, which was a man
A
dressed up.
fucking normal person.
And then you've got George, who was a puppet. Who was what was he? What was George?
George was a hippo.
George was a hippo, or was he a
Zippy
cow?
No, George was a hippo.
Right, and then Zippy was a frog. I think I had a zip.
No, Zippy was just Zippy, weren't he?
I think he was a frog, wasn't he? I
I don't
always
think
thought
it
he
was a frog. It was a fucking brown.
Yeah, anyway, and they lived with Jeffrey,
Jeffrey.
the man.
Probably one of the few paedophiles of the 70s that wasn't a paedophile. No, he wasn't a paedophile. No, he wasn't.
It's probably one of the children presenters who
Yeah,
wasn't
that wasn't.
a
Yeah,
paedophile.
that wasn't one. Yeah,
You said
it
that all
wasn't.
wrong.
Yeah, I
Be
said that all
careful.
wrong. Sorry.
And then there was
but,
Rod, Jane,
no.
and Freddie, and Jane had an incredibly long neck.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, but Jane was quite sexy to an 8-year-old.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, and I loved it, and I watched it.
Can I just
till was about
confirm
12.
Jeffrey wasn't a paedophile? That was a complete fuck up of my language there. Jeffrey was one of the few decent blokes.
Yeah, I think he's only quite recently died.
Yeah, he was one of the decent blokes on
Kids TV. Yeah,
Kids
it's
TV.
brilliant.
Yeah, so moving on. Grange Hill. Oh, hold on, what's going off here?
Yeah, Grange Hill. That was about a secondary school in London, wasn't it?
Yeah, that Cockney city.
Yeah, it was brilliant. That was because I can remember.
It was the same bloke who wrote Brookside, weren't it?
Yeah, I can remember watching that, and I'd just got up to secondary school, and it was nothing like Grange Hill, I've got to say.
Yeah, I did watch Grange Hill.
It ran for years.
Yeah, but
though,
I
didn't it?
didn't want to watch Grange Hill because I thought it might actually happen to me at school.
What?
I don't know, all them fucking...
Anyway, Tucker Jenkins, all the girls fancied Tucker Jenkins, and there was a girl in it called Trisha Yates.
Yeah.
And Tucker really fancied her, didn't he? But she used to hate him.
To be fair, Trisha Yates was quite fit.
Yeah, I'm sure she still is. They've got to be about our age, haven't they?
Yeah.
And there was,
I mean, yeah, because when we watched her,
and the girl, Susan Tully,
EastEnders.
She went on to be in EastEnders, but now isn't she a director?
She's a director, yeah, she's a director.
Yeah.
She's done Silent Witness.
I think she did some EastEnders, didn't she?
I think she actually directed some EastEnders.
Yeah.
And what was that other thing we watched? Missing, Lost.
Something.
That was on Sky. The black lad with the puffer coat. And his daughter went missing.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was it Taken?
With a funny note. Who? Save Me.
Yeah. Anyway, it was really good, and it was quite.
Yeah, she directed a couple of them.
Yeah, it was quite good, wasn't it? I mean, I remember watching it.
Yeah.
You say you didn't watch it, but
I watched bits of it. You know.
To me, it was always a bit. I've been school. I'm not sure whether I do more school, but it was so far removed from our school anyway.
But there's nothing like that.
enjoyable.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't watch TV now, and Ginger's grown up. She's nearly
Yeah,
an adult. If only she acted
I think
it,
the
we'd be all right.
nearest thing to it was perhaps Tracy Beaker, wasn't it, in
Yeah.
Ginger's age? But Granger was one of the best things ever, really, and it did cover some quite hard-hitting subjects, didn't it?
Drugs, Samo, just say no.
Zammo, not Samo.
I thought I said Zamo.
Zammo.
Right, it's on this little trapping. Thanks, Beer Hawk. No, go on, keep going, because you're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Just press play. Just press play. Because it's what it's doing. It's actually playing. Oh, it's Kids Nostalgia TV. Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, he was a cartoon character and
Wore a bowler hat, didn't he?
yeah, I don't know what his fucking job was because every time
I
he
think
walked
he just
past,
worked in the city, didn't he? He was a banker or something.
something like that, and he walked past a shop,
A menswear shop.
a menswear shop, or was it some kind of fancy dress shop? Let's just have a look. And what he'd do, he'd go into this shop. Oh, no, he hasn't gone into the shop. And what he'd do, he would go into the shop and.
It was either I think it was a fancy dress shop, wasn't it?
and he'd
try an outfit on in the changing rooms.
And just like magic, Mr. Ben appeared.
And just like that, the shop kid, no, that was at the end, wasn't it? And then he'd live this life. So if he was
A space man.
yeah, he'd got in his day. I suppose he was daydreaming, wasn't
Yeah. I tell you what he was doing. He was fucking tripping.
Probably.
It was like Robert De Niro in. I can't remember the fucking film. When he was a gangster, well, Robert De Niro only plays fucking gangster.
Anyway,
I reckon he'd go into. Robert De Niro used to go into this room and smoke on a bong, and he'd be tripping. And I reckon that's what basically the 70s was about.
Yeah, and anyway, he'd go into this changing room, he'd get changed into this outfit, wouldn't it? Whether it'd be an Arabian Night or
Man on a horse with an iron suit on.
Yeah.
Jousting.
Yeah, something, and then the whole programme was about that, wasn't it? About his daydream, I guess. And then at the end, it'd say, as if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared.
Yeah, the shopkeeper appeared. Yeah, and dragged him back to normality.
Yeah, and off he went to work.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It's
Finger of fudge. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. It's full of peppery goodness.
No, Cadbury goodness.
I thought it was peppery goodness.
Cadbury goodness. Why would it be peppery, you knob?
Because it tasted peppery.
No, it didn't.
Did it?
No. Cadbury goodness.
Right, a finger of fudge. Finger of fudge. Finger of fudge. Adverts. Lyrics. Oh, hold on, we've got rude lyrics. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. Hold on, that can't be right. Song. Oh, it is right. You're right, Ginger.
I thought of peppery goodness.
Oh yeah, it's full of peppery goodness and very small and neat. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat.
Where did they got pepper from?
Because it was peppery, weren't it? It was spicy.
No.
It fucking was.
It was good.
Well, what are they going to call it then? Full of vanilla-y goodness?
Full of Cadbury goodness, I'd have said.
Well, there you go then.
Idiots, they should have employed me.
And not sold any fucking fudge.
Lion's made ice cream.
Top trumps.
No, I didn't like that. I never got it. I preferred Snap.
It's just the Tufty Club.
Windows.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Play school.
Ready to play?
Now then, Play School was the 1970s, mid-80s. Tickabilla, fun
That's
for
another
you
one
and
I
me.
watched into the early teens.
What, Tickabilla?
No!
You'd have been fucking
Play
you'd
School.
fucking
And do you know what? You
idiots.
never heard anything bad about any of the presenters on it. You've got Floella Benjamin. Brian.
Now, tell her the fact with the chain.
Yeah, she had a chain. It was a necklace that was a heart, and she still wears that today, doesn't she? She wore it.
She always wore a chain round her neck. Well, that's the only place to wear it, I suppose, isn't it?
a necklace, and it had a heart with a heart. I think it was a heart cut
With
out.
a heart cut
and
out.
She still wears that now. She was never without it. So there was Floella Benjamin, Brian Cant.
Who were the
With the black bloke. Oh, Derek.
Obson? No, that was
Derek.
Griffiths.
Derek Griffiths. There were loads of them.
Yeah, there were loads.
Just
Really good.
Really, really good. And it was aimed at primary school kids.
Yeah.
And they taught you to count, didn't they?
Tell the time.
Shapes,
See,
time.
now what they ought to do is they ought to bring fucking play school back, because kids nowadays cannot tell the time through an analogue clock.
No.
An analogue clock is the ones with the hands on it, right?
Is it? Is that analogue? I thought that was the digital. No, you're right, analogue. Anyway, Ginge can't.
Ginge, what time is it? What time is it? 20 past. Did you read that on the fucking...
Yeah. Well, that's what you're pointing at.
Yeah, she's read that on the cooker, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, so, yeah, play school, bloody brilliant. Oh, Blue Peter.
Blue Peter.
Blue Peter. John Noakes. Get down, Shep.
Yeah.
John Noakes, right, there's a clip doing, type in John Noakes on YouTube, John Noakes, Trafalgar Square, right? He goes up Nelson's column.
Yeah.
Without a fucking safety harness and nothing.
Just up a ladder, innit?
Up a ladder, he climbs up this thing, and then when he gets to the top, which must be what, 250 foot high, they decide to put a fucking rope round him. Oh, just a rope. They just tie it round him.
It wasn't attached to anything the other end.
No. It was probably attached to Nelson's column.
Yeah, that's another one that had really good presenters on, didn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they had animals, didn't they? Can you remember the when they did a charity thing to collect money for the pony for the disabled, riding for the disabled?
Yeah.
And you had to send him rags, didn't you? Bags of rags, and they called the pony rags.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And they used to collect milk bottle tops.
Yeah.
Milk bottle tops for a fucking guide dog.
Yeah.
And then, I tell you what, there must have been thousands and thousands of fucking milk bottle tops.
Johnny Morris used to be on that quite a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, Johnny Morris.
Was he actually a zookeeper?
I don't know.
Or did he just play the part? Anyway, there was this chap called Johnny Morris, and he used to talk to the animals, obviously, didn't he? And he used to do voices for all the animals and stuff, didn't he? He was absolutely brilliant.
Another classic. And he wasn't one of the bad people,
yeah, he was
just
lovely.
a lovely old man. Oh! Play it, Jim. Black Beauty.
Nothing like the book. Nothing like the book.
Nothing wrong with the word either of Black Beauty. It was a horse. Yeah,
it was a book written by Anna Sewell, but that's quite a sad book because his best friend, the horse, it's the story is told through the horse's eyes, isn't it, if you like?
He wrote it down with his hoof.
Yeah, and his friend Ginger died because he was quite badly treated in the book. But this is just a nice, feel-good TV series about this horse that lives with a doctor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doctor, he's two
He got
kids.
a beard, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a doctor, 2 kids, and was it a housekeeper?
Yeah.
And they used to go on all these adventures.
Adventures with the black horse.
Yeah.
It was a bit like the horse off
and the theme
Lloyd's.
tune's an absolute classic.
Now, Leonard Rossiter, he's doing a Cinzano with...
Cinzano Lemonade
with I would nearly call her the late great, but she's not dead, is she?
Is it Lorraine Chase? Or?
No, it's Joan Collins.
Joan
Collins. Lorraine Chase was... Joan Collins. How old is Joan Collins? I'll tell you what we're going to do.
About 19, she.
Joan Collins.
Anyway, Leonard Rossiter did the adverts for Cinzano, didn't he?
Yeah, Joan Collins. Let's have a look at her.
But he also played Rigsby in Rising Damp, and if you've not seen Rising Damp...
She's 87.
You've got to watch it. Rising Damp is a classic.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
One of the best 70s comedies, situation comedies ever. He was a landlord, wasn't he? He got 2 students living with him. But yeah, it was really good. Leonard Rossiter's he died quite young, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And Richard Beckinsale.
Yeah, Richard Beckinsale. So, I think, hold on, Joe, because we're running out of time on this one. Dinner's nearly done. I think what we'll do is we'll knock this on the head, and then we'll come back and finish this off. What do you think?
Okay.
Okay. Right, folks, we've just had our dinner. Pork chops marinated in, what?
Just Worcester sauce, soy sauce, bit of pepper, oil,
carrots and chips. I've just had a couple of vitamin D tablets because apparently that's the way to beat the lurgy. Where were we? We were on about Leonard Rossiter. So he's done. Oh, Joan Collins, she's 87.
She's 87. Oh God.
Kenny Kenny Everett now. Chewy Crisps.
Can't remember that. Yeah. Kenny Everett were another one, wasn't it?
All in the best possible taste.
Yeah, because he, what was he? Was he a cross-dresser or?
What, in real life?
No, not in real life. On this, what?
It was just anything he wanted to do.
Yeah.
The show just gave him a license to...
Yeah, because he did this Rod Stewart thing, didn't he?
Yeah, he used to do it with his bum used to blow up.
Yeah, he used to have this...
His bum got bigger and bigger.
Yeah, he had an inflatable backside and it used to explode. It sounds really shit, but it was really good.
It was. Yeah, Kenny Everett.
Cupid stunts.
Yeah, Cupid stunts.
She was a porn star.
Yeah, she was a porn star. She was all in the best possible taste.
Gizzard Puke.
Gizzard Puke, yeah.
Was he the punk? Gizzard
No,
Puke?
Snot.
Sid Snot with the punk.
Sid Snot with the punk.
Did he base him on John Lydon?
Or, no, Sid Vicious, I'd have thought.
Yeah, do you think so? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, really good. He died young. Did he die?
Who? Kenny Everett? Yeah, I think so. Here's another warning, government warning, weren't it? The swimming.
Public information thing.
Yeah, he couldn't swim, could he?
He couldn't swim. He was a proper Charlie Beefcake, wasn't there?
Carpet fitter.
Yeah. All upper body strength.
Yeah, all upper body
Nothing
strength.
downstairs.
A bit like Chris, really. It's all cosmetic. Double deckers. Evel Knievel. Now, I had one of them. There was an Evel Knievel thing. I think if you actually look on TikTok, there is some bloke doing that. You wind the Evel Knievel up on this thing.
It was a doll. It was Evel Knievel.
Yeah, on a bike.
You had the motorbike, didn't you?
You used to wind it up and then all of a sudden it'd go, it'd shoot. But the thing is...
And it's a jump off things, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, Evel Knievel, right, was probably the worst stuntman ever. He always falling off his fucking bike. He did it at Wembley. He jumped over 13 double deckers. He come from the top of the fucking North Stand all the way down on his motorbike, come over and landed and just fucking fell off. And just broke all his fucking bones in his body. He's broke more bones than Unky fucking Steve. Unbelievable. And then I think there was a woman who did exactly the same thing, but she stayed on a bike.
Women are much better at that kind of thing.
Of course they are. Right. That was a double deckers. That was in London, but it was actually made in America, wasn't it? Or was it American actors in London? I don't know.
It was British actors.
Tiger.
It was British actors, wasn't it? Or was it American actors? It was on a double decker bus, but I don't know whether it was.
Were the British actors in America?
Or was it American actors in Britain? I don't know, but it was good. Anyway, look at that.
Snickers.
Look at the price. I don't know whether you can see that. Look at the price.
How much is the price?
3p.
And still only 3p. Hello.
And they were bigger.
Yeah, they were bigger. Yeah, bigger. Fucking unbelievable.
3p.
Swap Shop. Noel Edmonds. Now, most of you know Noel Edmonds as Deal or No Deal. And he had a crinkly bottom.
Yeah, he did. And a blobber.
Swap Shop was, you was either a swap shopper or you were a rebel and you watched Tiswas.
What were you?
I was a Tiswas.
I was a Tiswas.
Yeah, I was. You fuck off.
I was?
Fuck off.
My mum wouldn't let us watch the BBC. She didn't like the BBC.
Not fair play then.
No.
I did actually watch Swap Shop now and again. You know, like when somebody shit on Tiswas. So you turn over and watch the other side. Proper Saturday morning TV, wasn't it?
Yeah, I never watched Swap Shop. I couldn't relate to it. I think they're all perhaps a little bit middle class for me.
I think they're all
but Tiswas was brilliant, wasn't it? Because you had Sally James.
Yeah, she was fit.
Yeah.
Many a lad's had not one out over her.
And what was...
bit hard though when your mum's in the room.
Was it Ed Carrollgees and Spit the Dog?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lenny Henry. He wasn't funny then either.
He wasn't funny then either. No, I never thought Lenny Henry was funny.
No, he wasn't. And Chris Tarrant.
I don't know. Chris Tarrant did make me laugh. Then they did OTT, which was the adult version of Tiswas, Over the Top.
I thought that was shit.
Yeah, the first few they did were really funny. It's like, yeah, we've got a fucking licence to do anything we want. And I watched them and they were good. But then it like...
I think though, at the time, television was getting more extreme.
Yeah,
wasn't
because you were getting the tube, weren't you?
Yeah, and
not the train, the tube.
In our time, if you watched Tiswas as a child, it was really wacky and outrageous, wasn't it?
Wacky.
Wacky.
It was out there.
It was.
Yeah.
Different to anything else we'd ever seen. But then that sort of set the precedent for everything else that came after you, because you got Channel 4, didn't you? And
yeah, you got the big breakfast in the tube.
Yeah, so it was all a bit.
All that.
But Tiz was absolutely groundbreaking.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was, because it was a live studio audience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did they say? Never work with kids or animals.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it was absolutely nuts.
But there were one time on Swap Shop, when they had 5-star on, and you could do live phone-ins, and this was before they could trace your phone call.
And there wasn't a delay either.
I don't know, there weren't a delay. Somebody phoned in 5-star and said 5-star. They went yes. They went, you bunch of wankers. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, no swear.
Yeah, it was good. So.
Do you believe in rock and roll?
I think Gary Glitter, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Into the starship and
Smith's Horror Bags fans, Horror Bones, I remember them. Fingerbobs. Batman and Robin.
Oh, now look, that's a proper Batman.
Yeah, proper Batman. He wore tights.
Ooh. Batman and Robin. Is that in focus there?
Yeah, that's in focus.
Yeah, none of this Tom Hardy shite.
Bit harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tom Hardy was.
Yeah. But
that
was Batman and Robin. I used to watch that with my nephew when I was a kid, and I loved Batman and Robin. That is the Batman and Robin that Del Boy and Rodders dressed up as, wasn't it?
What's wrong with Tom Hardy? He was
nothing. I love Tom Hardy. There's nothing wrong with Tom Hardy, but to me, that's not Batman. Batman was a cartoon, wasn't it? Well, don't you think?
Well,
so
yeah,
it was a cartoon. It was a comic book hero.
But
so that was true too.
I think if you put that out now, I don't think you'd get 10 people turn up to watch that.
Probably not. But in my mind, that
what does the R stand for?
Robin. Rodders.
Animal Crackers. Beans, Heinz. Yeah. The Beano. Yeah, they were the days when you used to get the annual. There was the Beano. There was a comic book out called the Beano or
the Dandy.
The Dandy, and I used to have Scoop when I was a child. It was a football sports kind of. And John Stark, he used to hire himself out.
Yeah, the girls used to have Jackie, didn't they?
Jackie and Twinkle, yeah.
Yeah, Twinkle, that was, Nurse Nancy and Twinkle, yeah. But they used to bring out a book.
Every Christmas.
Yeah, and it was basically a hardback comic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I used to love the annual.
I bet the collector's items.
Because I used to have the football ones as well. Shoot and that, yeah. Yeah. Here he is.
Oh God!
Rolf Harris.
Can you believe it? Rolf Harris.
Down a bit.
Fascination for children, and I should know.
There you go. Rolf Harris. Hold on, what did he say then? Hold on.
Kids and water, they love it. Rivers, canals, even the lily pond in the garden. You can't keep them away from it. Water has a fascination for children, and I should know.
Water has a fascination for children.
Yeah. Do you know, out of all of them?
Yeah, you've said before.
Out of all of them, I was so gutted that Rolf Harris turned out to be a dirty bastard.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah, I love Rolf Harris.
There's an actual clip on TikTok at the moment, and this copper, they open up a time capsule from the 70s, the late 70s. And he opens it up, and first of all he gets an LP out from Gary Glitter. He gets a Jim will fix it badge. He gets a it's a knockout annual, Stuart Hall, and there was something else he got out, and it's like the xylophone, yeah, the
stylophone, not xylophone.
Yeah,
Rolf Harris used to,
yeah, and it's like he just threw it in the box and said, "What a." You know.
What shit decade the 70s was.
Yeah, especially if you were a kid if them bastards got your hand on. Oh, Rent-A-Ghost. Now Rent-A-Ghost. Now that was good.
Oh, Rent-A-Ghost.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Mr. Pickle, Mr. Popper, Mr. Oh fuck! I need my kin. Thing, don't I?
Oh.
Oh, what were it called? Mr. Popple Summer, Mr. And she were in it, out of fucking Corrie.
Yeah, she was.
What's her name? Bloody Alf Roberts' missus.
Yeah.
Gail's mum. What is the Rent-A-Ghost? Let's have Rent. And what you do, you go to a shop and you'd rent a ghost. What is his name? Cast. Timothy Claypole. That were him, Mr. Timothy Claypole.
Yeah. Who else was in it? Let's have a look then. Sue Nichols, that was her.
Nadia Popoff. Oh, Christopher Biggins were in it.
Christopher Biggins.
Oh, Molly Weir, she was Super Gran.
Yeah. Well, that ran from 1976 to 1984.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Went on quite a long time.
Mr. Claypole. Next one then, June. Let's keep playing. News Round.
News Round with John Craven.
Yeah.
That was
Kids News.
Yeah, and it was quite good, wasn't it? It was quite informative.
It was News Round.
My mum used to watch News Round for the weather because it was much more reliable than anything else.
Well, they used to use.
But that was the BBC.
Yeah.
So she must have just let me watch that because she wanted to watch the weather.
But News Round was very informative for kids. I can remember watching News Round. It was. I don't know. It just seemed more interesting than.
Yeah, it wasn't a childish news. It was the proper news, wasn't it? But they explained it in terms that kids could understand. But it was the proper news. It wasn't.
It was
sugar coated.
No, it was good. I'd love to see how they're fucking getting on with the bloody COVID. Come on, you fucker, play.
Come on, you frigger.
Oh, we've seen Camberwick Green. Fuck him off. Fucking. Oh, Wurzel Gummage. Now, we never watched the Christmas one, did we?
No, we've got it. We've still got it recorded, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wurzel Gummage was played by John Pertwee.
Cup of tea and a slice of cake, Aunt Sally. And Una Stubbs was Aunt Sally. Lorraine Chase.
Barbara Windsor was in it, wasn't she?
Barbara Windsor. And Lorraine Chase were in it.
Una Stubbs.
And Cat Weasel, he was the scarecrow maker.
Yeah. We actually bought all the DVDs for Ginge, didn't we?
Scared her to death.
Yeah, scared her to death, and she'd be on the.
Yeah, she weren't impressed.
Yeah, she wasn't impressed.
Wurzel Gummage were good, weren't they?
Yeah, and then that Mackenzie Crooks did the new version, and it's very, very good.
It is really good. I was going to say the new version is better than. I'm going to have to start this again.
I think it was on its time.
Pull a face. Look like fucking Daz West then. If anybody who knows who Daz West is, fair enough. Yeah, it was good, weren't it?
The new version.
The new version was very, very good. Mackenzie, if you do get to see this, we were very impressed with your...
I think he's just brought it up to date because the original version...
Why is he running around like fucking Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. The original version of Wurzel Gummage was of its time, which was the 70s and 80s, so yeah.
Yeah, very good.
There was no mobile phones or anything like that, but the new version has brought it up to date.
Yeah,
with mobile phones and that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Rent-A-Ghost, we've just seen that. I just spoke about that. There we go. Mini Milks. They still do them, don't they?
Yeah.
Henry?
Oh! Hong Kong Phooey! You can't do that, you can't see it. Oh, it's got it to watch.
Oh!
Oh, they were. Hong Kong Phooey.
I love Hong Kong
Absolutely love it. I've got you a t-shirt, didn't I, with Hong Kong Phooey?
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. Henry, a mild-mannered janitor. And what was the other birds?
Yeah, there was Rosemary the telephone
looked like
you. She did all that with putting the calls through and stuff, and there was the janitor who was a dog.
Yeah, janitor who was a dog.
And then there was the cat, wasn't there? Was he Henry?
Get down, Twoodle.
And it was actually Hong Kong Phooey was a
super guy.
He was a private investigator, wasn't he? But he was rubbish. It was absolutely rubbish, and the cat used to solve all the crimes, didn't they?
Yeah. But he could do kung fu.
Yeah. Hong Kong Phooey, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Those fucking the watches. Well, you can't really see it, can they?
I don't know. I don't know whether you can see that because I've paused it. But that's what watches were like. If you had one of them.
Yeah, and you press the button, it'd come up in red. The numbers would come up in red, and you got the date, you got the time, the date, and the second.
Yeah, and it was fantastic. And if you really look, it had a calculator on it, didn't it?
Well, you could get a calculator, couldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a calculator on.
Yeah, mate, you could cheat in your maths exams.
Sabutio. Oh, they were good, they were.
The test card.
Yeah, the test card. Now they're spooky.
Yeah, anybody who watched Life on Mars? Was it Life on Mars?
Yeah.
That was a very big feature in that.
Very big. Oh, Ashes.
No, it was Life on Mars.
Yeah.
And what they used to use it for is so you could tune your television in to the contrast and the colours and.
Not no more. It's all automatic now.
Yeah, it's very scary though.
Twoodle, you bugger off.
Oh.
Now this always used to. Oh shit! Oh fuck me! Now that used to remind us, or still does remind us, of our old Labrador. You don't want him on to scare the fucking kids. Why is he on there?
I don't know.
Why is that dirty bastard?
He was everywhere.
Oh, I tell you what, as a kid, we used to watch Jim will shag it, and I used to say to my mum, I don't like him, there's something about him I don't like.
Yeah, no, I never liked him. In fact, a lot of kids didn't like him. It was the parents who liked him.
Yeah, the parents who liked him, because I think what he used to do was groom the parents.
Yeah, well, he just used to do so much for charity, didn't he?
Yeah.
And you can't say that. He does a lot for charity.
Yeah, too right, he does. He does a lot to get their hands on.
Going back to that cartoon there, with the dog on it, Rhubarb, that reminds us so much of Doodle One.
Doodle One, yeah.
Yeah, because he just...
I might as well tell him his name now.
I have done. Yeah. Yeah, that was just him.
Yeah.
His zest for life.
I seem to remember this.
Crackers in it.
Yeah, it must be animal crackers. Saturday, here we go, Tiswas. They used to throw buckets of water, custard pies, and I tell you what I said when it's gone. How they got away with that? You would never be able to do Tiswas now.
Yeah, but the kids loved it.
Yeah, but the Health and Safety Brigade would be all out saying you can't throw that water because it's too cold. You can't throw that bucket, it might hit somebody. You can't do that because somebody might laugh. You can't do that because you might offend somebody.
Yeah.
How's about health and safety? We got to the year 2021 until you lot started fucking meddling around with stuff. We were all right. Now we can't even go out of fucking house.
They were good as well, weren't they?
Space hoppers. Yeah.
Space hoppers. I love mine.
Yeah, we had a space hopper.
They did make an adult version, didn't they? Not too many years ago, but
it's called The Wife.
Shut up. But they never stop it.
What?
But we were on about getting one, weren't we? I think we should see if you can get two.
What we're going to do, Will?
Space hop.
What we're going to do? What, review?
Naked space hopping. It'd be brilliant.
See, if I say anything rude, I get a bollocking. Then she comes out with naked space hopping.
Oh!
Rewind that.
Go on then, you do that one.
Oh, hold on. Why is that dog running around like a complete knob? Hold on. Right. That was massive in the day. For mash, get smashed.
Yeah, it was.
What is he doing, that dog?
I don't know. But basically, what it was an instant. You can still get it, can't you? It was an instant mashed potato, and the idea was it was so new that it was space age, and they thought it was spaceman.
Yeah, but it was good though. In fact, you can still get it from Home Bargains in little pots.
No, you can actually buy the smash.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Wombles of Wimbledon.
Wombledons of Wimbledon, yeah.
They used to be litter pickers on Wimbledon Common, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
And they were big furry. What were they?
Wombles.
Yeah, I know, but what kind?
Hey!
What kind of animal were they supposed to be?
I don't know.
They had a long nose. Anyway, they were very cuddly and cute, weren't they?
Bernard Cribbins.
Bernard Cribbins used to the voice of one, didn't they?
Yeah. This is
Uncle
good.
Bulgaria and
Uncle Bulgaria and fucking Madame Choulet and Orinoco Flow.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, Pipkins. Right, we've got another 20 seconds of this. Tomorrow, people. Now that was a weird thing, weren't it? That was an ITV thing.
I don't know, I can't remember.
A bit futuristic. It was.
Was it a bit like Sapphire and Steel?
Yeah, I think it was a bit like Sapphire and Steel.
Anybody remember, who's our age group, remembers Sapphire and Steel?
Yeah, Joanna Lumley and David.
Can't remember his name.
No, I can't. I can't be asked. Look on my phone. David. Got blonde hair, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Big actor in the 70s.
Yeah.
Massive.
Can you remember that one with the soldier on the platform?
Yeah, and he used to
what they
whistle.
basically did, they were time travellers, weren't they? And they could go back and change the future.
Or protect people. If an alien force or something had come through and it was threatening them, they could go back in time and save them, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not change the future necessarily, but just stop. Yeah, I suppose you were changing the future. There was one where there was a World War I soldier who used to haunt the platform.
Yeah.
And he
long
used
way
to
to
whistle.
Tipperary.
He used to, yeah, whistle. It's a long way to Tipperary. And I remember that being quite scary. In fact, that's what we're going to do tonight. I watched an old episode of Sapphire and Steel.
There you go. Oh, that's the news round feature. So there you have it, folks. We've just had a quick reflection of our childhood, and we hope you've enjoyed this little journey back into our... Oh, I fucking hate it when people say, oh, this is our journey. Journey into my fucking recovery of being bald. Journey of my fucking kidney transplant. Fuck off, it ain't a journey. Sorry.
It's life.
Yeah, it's life. That's what it is. It's life. Before journey came into it, it was just life.
Yeah, it's life before you die.
Yeah, it's life. It's just stupid people who make fucking titles.
Yeah, well, I've enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I thought it was quite funny. It was something I've wanted to do for quite a while, and we've brought it to you free, ad-free. Funny that though, because we reviewed ads.
Look, can I just say something? Can I just say something?
Something.
Things that we've recommended, like Rising Damp and stuff like that, programmes that we used to watch, the Sweeney, they are not politically correct.
Yeah, they're not.
Of their time, yeah. They were of the time.
Yeah.
So, don't want anybody moaning at us.
Yeah, don't have any moaning, because we can't help our fucking history.
We can't change our history, but
what
they're
we used
the
to grow
things...
up. Why is that dog running?
I don't know, I'm going to have a look in a
Fucking
minute.
mad.
Maybe the things we enjoyed as kids.
But go back, well, have a look at what we've looked at. The Sweeney, go get on. It can't be that politically incorrect, because... Incorrect, because it won't be on fucking ITV4. Would it?
No, that's true. I'm Rising Damp's on
I'm
there,
Rising Damp's still out.
So knock yourself out then.
So no, you just got to fucking watch it. Alright folks, hope you've enjoyed that. Laters.